Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for the fourth update of my Rolling 10 project pan for 2023. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to have 10 products in at all times, and every time I hit a goal with one rolls out, something else rolls in. I decided to kick one of my products out and randomly pick a different product using my random number generator. So I haven't picked that out yet. I think I'm going to do that at the end. We're just going to start with the eyeliners as I always do. And the first eyeliner I'm going to talk about is the Wet n Wild Copper. And my goal with this is to get it down halfway from where it was when the project started. And this is what it looks like in case you haven't seen it 100 times by now. So it's just a really basic eyeliner, but it's a good one. My goal is to get down to this line right here, and I was not able to draw a line this time. So it's still at that like purple April line right here. So, well, it says I used it 8 times. So you would think with that might sharpen and you might draw another line, but I guess I didn't use it around my whole eye those 8 times. I don't really know what happened, but yeah, it's still the same line. And so 8 times and no movement, no visual movement. The other eyeliner was the Avon Black Eyeliner. This one, same goal. I'm trying to get it down halfway from where it was when it started. So, yep. This one I was able to draw a line. It wasn't a ton of usage this month at all, though. I only used this 4 times over the past month. So, yeah, I do have to sharpen this more frequently, even if I don't use it a lot, because it just gets dull really quick. So, there's that. And this past month, I haven't really been into using these as much. I've been using my palettes as eyeliners, like different shadows and stuff like that, so that makes sense. Next, we're going to talk about the one eyeshadow in this project, which is from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I want to hit pan on the shade Flower Child, which is this nude shade right here, and obviously I did not, sorry for the glare, I didn't get to that goal. I did use Flower Child 21 times since the last update, so I pretty much use it almost every time I wear eyeshadow. I like wearing it all over my lid, and I really like pairing it with this Jet Setter shade, because that, well, that's not Jet Setter, this is Jet Setter. It's like more of a brown color, and that gives me a very natural but like still defining type of eyeshadow look. I really like that pairing. But I've also been using it to set down my eyeshadow primer, because I've been using the glitter eyeshadow primer, you know, the one by NYX. I've been using that as like a regular eyeshadow primer by setting it down with Flower Child. So yeah, I think that was definitely a handy eyeshadow to pull in, and like a good one for a project, because I'll actually use it without forcing myself too much. It's like very easy to use every day. So again, I used it 21 times, 42 times total, but we're not at pan yet. So that will still stay in the project. Next product is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. This I want to finish up completely, and we didn't hit that goal. I did use it 9 times since the last update. Sometimes I like put it away for like a week or 2 and then like whip it back out. It's a really easy one to use. I just like to switch things up. I think the last update I was saying how there's just like so much product in here, and while there definitely is a lot of product in here, I am sensing that there's less in here than there was before, which would make sense since I'm using it. Enjoying that shade for sure. There it is, in case you were curious, but I'm more than happy to be panning this. And it's super old, so I better pan it. Next, we got Birthday Suit, the sample from Sephora that I've been talking about forever. This guy, I only used 3 times since the last update. Yeah, I don't know. There really isn't a ton of product in here. Most of what's left in here is the little bits on the side, and there's like a little like chunk of product that's kind of like moving around the tube, which sounds kind of weird. It's a really pretty color. It's just I don't know, I just haven't reached for it that much this past month. Yeah, so I'm not sure when exactly to call this quits, because I think some people would feel pretty comfortable saying that this is finished as it is, but I don't. I think because I still see use in this, and a little bit of it does go a long way, and it's a color that I do like and use. Like this little bit, even though it's on the walls, can go pretty far still. So I think I'm gonna just keep it in and kind of use it till it is bone dry. I mean, that could take 3 years, but I also don't feel like repurchasing lip colors like this either, even though this is old. It does come in handy. And I don't know, maybe I need to wear more smoky eyes because this goes really well with smoky eyes, or keep combining it with stuff, and I don't know. But it's still in the project. It is not rolling out, and I just don't know what to say about it, except that I do like it. It's just not as easy to use every day as like Abu Dhabi, right? So I don't know. Next we have Half Red by MAC. That is this lip liner right here. And my goal with this was to get down to this line, and that didn't happen. So the line is still exactly where it was since February. I was not able to sharpen it down whatsoever. And this is the product that I actually decided I am going to be rolling out of this project. I did use this 3 times over the past month. And the reason I'm kicking it out is just because I don't feel like that goal was very realistic, first of all. And I used this 23 times since January when I pulled it in to use. And I'm happy with that. It's not one of those like really soft lip pencils that sharpens easily. And if I tried to get down to that goal, that would take way too long. And I haven't been able to get it down in like 3 months. So that to me is just like telling me that maybe we shouldn't try to force this. I do like it. I'm not saying I'm not going to use it at all. Who knows if I want to darken something up here and there, or maybe just use this color by itself. But at this point in the year, I'm not really attracted to like medium red lip colors. I am more just like either into nudes or maybe even pinkier kind of colors. Again, I'm not saying I won't use this to like mix with other stuff. I just don't see myself wanting to reach for it in that way anymore and try to hit a goal like that. In general though, I don't like love MAC lip pencils. Like its primary purpose is to line your lips, and it does a great job at that. It holds your lipstick color in place. So for its purpose, it works well, but I don't like using these as like full-on lip colors. They're just like way too drying for me, and that could be good for like staying power, but they're just like not that comfortable. So I would have to like use a lip balm with it, and just yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. I think they're a little too stiff for me in formula, and I've heard that from other people too. So I'm not going to be able to sharpen this for a really long time if I'm going at the rate I'm going, and I don't want to force it. So there you go. This is getting kicked out. I'm okay with that. I'm happy. I got 23 uses out of it. Yeah, and now I know not to have a goal like that for my MAC lip pencils. If anything with MAC lip pencils, it's going to be like a set usage number, not like coming down this much. Like, no. We have the Iconic Lights Pro Contour Palette. For this, I want to hit pan on this shade right here, which is a highlight. And yeah, just hit pan on it, not try to finish it, any of that. I obviously did not hit pan on it yet, but I've been using it pretty regularly, and I got 17 uses out of this shade since the last update, which I'm really excited about that. And I've been mixing it with this white shade as well because I really like this color and they complement each other. Like, this is very, very natural and very low glow, minimal reflectivity, if you will. And this has a lot more reflectivity or reflection, whatever. So they kind of blend well together. So who knows, I might hit pan in this one as well, but this one is the one that's in the project. It's still in, not rolling out. And then we have the Dallas blush by Benefit. Here's the lid. And my goal with this is to use this 40 times. I've had this forever in my collection, and I just want to see more usage and see a dip in there. I used this 12 times out of the 40 times, so not even halfway there yet, but getting close. And I am seeing more of a dip in here, at least on my end. It's really hard to show that to you on camera, but yeah, it is definitely showing like some more of a dip from where it used to be. So I'm very happy about that. I'm just excited. I really like this blush, and I'm so happy that I'm using it and enjoying it, because for a while I wasn't sure, but I really do like the kind of flush that it gives me. I do. At first I was like, maybe this is too dark, doesn't do anything for my complexion, but I've really been enjoying it. If anything, I'm just happy to know that I enjoy this, and I don't want to declutter it, because I don't like decluttering things that I enjoy if I don't need to. So great. So that's still in the project. Then we have the Peach Perfect powder, which I am trying to finish up. This has been in the project since last year, I think. And I was able to draw like a line right here, so it wasn't like a huge amount it came down, but it's a line. And I think sometimes that just depends on how you shake it and how it settles. I try to make it as even all the way across as possible, but it's kind of hard to do that with powder because it like sticks to the container all weird. But yeah, it came down like a little bit based on how I shook it and tried to even it out. So that's great. I still use this every single day. I don't really like ignore it or neglect it. I'm hoping by the fall this stuff is gone. I think it will be. It's only May, so June, July, August. I mean, 4 months maybe? Maybe less. I don't know. But my hope is that by the fall I can roll this out. Because I do want to get usage on other powders in my collection, and that would be nice to just finally kick another powder out. So, still in the project. Next product is the Sonia Kashuk Contour Stick, and this is definitely coming down a lot. I have the goal of finishing this completely hopefully this year, and I think that's definitely going to happen because look how low it is already, and I feel like it's been coming down a lot quicker, which is weird because I'm still using it the same amount of times, but now it's just like acceleratingly like decreasing, which I'm cool with that. Anyway, so this I used 23 times. I used the Z palette to measure it, so it's definitely revealing more of the next letter, which is T, compared to last month. So it's definitely showing a lot more progress now than it was like a couple months ago. Like per month it's showing more progress. Yeah, I've kind of been like kind of using my finger around the edge there, or like around the side of it. A little bit of it got on my fingernail. Around the edge of it, because it's kind of been doing this weird like curling over thing, so I wanted to kind of even it out. But yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before this finishes up completely. After I get to that edge there, I'm definitely calling it done in terms of like filming and like updating you guys. And I was like thinking about scooping out product even, because I still really like this bronzer, even though it's like super old. I haven't really decided if I'm just going to declutter it after that or not, because it is old and I'm like, I need to move on to other things probably. No point in thinking about that yet. So yeah, it's still in the project and not rolling out. Now here's the fun part. Since I am kicking out half red, that leaves space for one product to enter the project. And what I'm going to do is use my random number generator to do that. I wrote all of my products down on paper. This does not include concealers or foundations or powders, because I don't really want to put a powder into the project with this still in it. But yeah, I only have like one foundation and one concealer right now that I'm currently using, and I want to stay using those, and it doesn't make any sense to put a usage goal on that because I'm already using them every day anyway, so I didn't include that. Same with mascaras. I'm going to use the randomizer up to 140 because that's how many products I have here. I just miss that like element of surprise when it comes to picking products because I'm not doing deck of panning right now, so I kind of miss that part of it, so that's kind of why I'm doing this. All right, so let's see what we generate. Got 110. I have no idea if you guys can see that or not. It is the Revolution #1 bronzer in the second row. It's this one right here, which is kind of boring. Not that exciting of a pick, but it is what it picked out. So I guess I'm just gonna keep that at 10 uses. That way I still am not cheating the system, but I also won't have to worry about focusing on that too much, especially with this contour stick still in my project. I don't think it'll like take away from the usage here too much. And then when I use that 10 times, I can roll in something else. So it'll be that much quicker for me to get another product rolled in. So 10 times it'll be, I know that's not like a ton of usage, but it's something. And yeah, I guess it keeps me using this palette, so there's that. I mean, it's not like I don't want to get usage on these anyway, like I do, but I just was hoping it would be like a lipstick or an eyeshadow or something. All right, whatever, it's cool. Now that life seems to be calming down a little bit more and I have a little bit more bandwidth to handle filming, I'm hoping to film more than once a month. We'll see how it goes, but thank you so much, and I hope you consider liking, and even if I only post once a month, I hope that doesn't deter you from maybe subscribing. That would be cool, and it is very motivating for me to see that growth. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!